Celtic Badass of the Week showcases a person of Celtic heritage each week. Those who exemplify the give no shit attitude and come out on top. They may come from our past or our present, but rest assured they come from all walks of life and legend. They are men, women, even old ladies and pirate queens. Now you don't have to be a muscled up Celt in a fur kilt swinging a mighty sword. You can just be a 4'11" Welsh woman and suffragette who knows jujitsu. Now most of these badasses are all too real, and while some of these are only legend, they're badass legends. The only prerequisite is Celtic blood and badassedness. This week on Celtic Badass, a badass Irish grandpa who fights off shotgun and hammer wielding robbers. Alright, this is the coolest story that I've heard in some time. A Mr. Denis O'Connor, a father of 5, who lived in Glanmire in County Cork, Ireland, was in Bar 1 Racing, a bookmaker in the area, on September 15th, 2018, about 6 p.m. when 3 men in their teens or early 20s came in armed with hammers and a shotgun, demanding money from the safe. Now, the 2 men were wearing balaclavas, I don't know what that is, I guess it's a mask, jumped over the counter and attacked the manager. Mr. Murphy, a third man carrying what appeared to be a shotgun, held up the customers. Now, Mr. Murphy said the robbery, which was caught on close CCTV footage, was quite shocking. He said the young men, who were shouting and bashing their hammers, ignored the till takings and demanded he open the safe. Mr. O'Connor, who trained regularly at a Cork gym and walked and swam several times a week, immediately went to the aid of the manager, Tim Murphy. Now, you can either sit down or you can do nothing and take a stand, said Denis O'Connor after confronting 3 armed men trying to rob a bookmaker. Now, the 3 armed robbers were no match for such a badass great-grandfather in Ireland. Denis O'Connor, 83, sprung into action Saturday night after 3 men burst into the Bar 1 Racing bookmaker, brandishing a shotgun and hammers. According to multiple media reports, surveillance footage shows O'Connor grappling with one man waving a hammer, forcing him outside. O'Connor then faced down the shotgun-wielding intruder before assisting the store manager, Tim Murphy, in ejecting the final man. The suspects fled empty-handed and got away with only their lives and a few bruises. Now, the entire town, except 3 suspiciously quiet young men, branded O'Connor a total hero. I remember Dennis shouting, "You cowards, you total cowards," Murphy told the Irish Journal. "He just totally inspired me," said Murphy. O'Connor, meanwhile, said he thought it was all a joke at the start, but that he was going to kick some ass either way. Now, I didn't really think about it. I just went for it, he said. In an obviously cowardice remark, Irish police warned people against tackling armed robbers. It was great that a robbery was stopped, but it could have been a very different story if the robbers stood their ground, Garda Superintendent Mick Commons told the Irish Sun, of which Mr. O'Connor quickly responded, "Then I would have died a man's death." Dang, that's badass. Sadly, Mr. Denis O'Connor, father of 5 and a pensioner, who drew international headlines for his heroics, was laid to rest in May of 2020. Now, beloved by the entire town of Glanmire, the whole town came out to show their respects, as mourners engaged in social distancing, of course. This was right in the middle of the beginning of the pandemic, lined the route as the hearse containing his remains passed his son's pub to go on to his native part of Ireland, Kiscombe, for his funeral. Man, 83 years old, total badass, awesome.